Hello, my name is Wes Powers. I am an Enneagram 9, a peacekeeper. Let me explain to you a little bit about what that means. If you're not familiar with the Enneagram, I'm going to give you a quick little synopsis about what it is. The Enneagram is a system of personality typing that describes patterns in how people interpret the world and manage their emotions. The Enneagram describes 9 personality types and maps each of these types on a 9-pointed diagram, which helps to illustrate how the types relate to one another. Get it? Got it? Good. Now that that's done, we can focus on why 9s are the best type. Not really, but there is a lot to be said about a 9's personality and why people generally enjoy being around this type. Each personality type on the Enneagram falls into a set of core beliefs that dictate how they interact with the world around them. These core beliefs are the drivers of their motivations and their fears. And full disclaimer before we get going, the Enneagram is not gospel, no matter how much some people might like it to be. It is simply a well-researched way for you to understand yourself better and other people better. There are some things that I disagree with on paper about my type, but as a general overview, I can understand myself a lot better given the knowledge that the Enneagram provides. So let's get into my motivations. 9s are motivated by their need for inner peace and harmony, and have a deep desire to avoid conflict and unpleasant emotions. A 9's deepest fear is being too needy and pushing people away as a result of that. 9s cope with fear by submitting to the ideas and desires of people around them, being agreeable in order to be included. So there are a lot of ups and downs in every personality type, but the daily strive is that you operate in a healthy way. As an example, a not so healthy 9 will have a reaction to avoid conflict because it will ruin the peace and they just don't want to deal with it. A healthier 9 will approach that conflict because they want to reach a resolution. They'll weed through the unpleasantness to find a stronger peace. Your average 9s are daydreamers and can often be lost in their own little worlds and inattentive to reality. You know those times when you're thinking back on an argument or a disagreement that you had with somebody and you think of like the perfect comeback to a snarky remark that they made, but you didn't say it, but now you're just like daydreaming about it?
I was saying, you know who looks good in a beard? Dumbledore, not you.
Yeah, that's my life. Welcome to it. Those daydreams where something you've experienced you wish had gone differently, that's a decent part of my day-to-day. But other than being lost in my own little paradise, I, as a peacekeeper, can mediate very well. I'm very good at seeing both sides to any conflict. In the book, The Road Back to You, it says 9s are so good at seeing and identifying with every viewpoint that people often walk away from them feeling that the 9 not only understood them, but also agreed with them, because they're so empathetic and able to recognize the merits of different perspectives. Healthy 9s can often reconcile seemingly irreconcilable points of view. And in the book, The Wisdom of the Enneagram, 9s are valued because they listen without judgment, offering others freedom and dignity of a live and let live philosophy. They are forgiving and give others the benefit of the doubt, always looking for the positive interpretation of a situation. Their simplicity, innocence, directness, and guilelessness put people at ease and make others trust them. Being around 9s often gives people such a sense of calmness and acceptance. Sometimes I'll bear the load of other people's problems because of the empathy that I have. I do have to be careful though, because sometimes in pursuit of outward peace, I'll sacrifice my own inner peace. And because 9s desire to be included, they can give up what they know to be right and fall into a world of wrong. If a 9 does not have inner strength and a firm foundation that they've created for themselves, they can often fall into a go with the flow mindset that can get them in trouble. And that has definitely happened to me growing up. So I don't want you to walk away from this thinking that 9s are just pushovers and they never like assert themselves or anything. So I want to tell you some healthier aspects of the 9. In personality types, very healthy 9s are firmly in their own center, dynamic, powerful, and enormously capable of dealing with the problems because of the deep inner unity they have achieved. They feel fulfilled as persons who are able to bring themselves to bear on the world, the moment, and the other. In the wisdom of the Enneagram, healthy 9s are also highly effective in handling crises because they have an extraordinary inner stability. When everyone else is overreacting with anxiety, 9s become the still, calm center that moves ahead and gets things done. So as a 9, I'm continually learning to have inner stability that gives me strength to deal with and overcome the chaos around me. At my core, I desire to take on the overwhelmingness of the world and give them the peace that I've already achieved. There is so much more to get into, about the 9 as well as the other 8 personality types in the Enneagram. So if you're interested in learning more about the Enneagram and possibly taking the test to find out what type you are, I'll leave some links to some resources in the description. I'll also link some videos of some people that talk about the Enneagram in a really cool way and some videos that I watched in order to make this video. So I hope this video gave you a little bit of an idea of how I operate within my emotions and the world around me. I find it super interesting to figure out just how I operate and how other people operate and how we can communicate better. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.